is up, guys? My name is Kai, and welcome to the second episode of my podcast, Unleashed. I like to get straight to the point, so today's episode, I want to talk about the keys to success. What are some of the keys to success? First, I believe we have to define success. For me, success is a progression of actions that bring you closer towards your goals, that bring you fulfillment or growth. I say that because you don't want to define your success by someone else's measurement for it if it doesn't bring you specifically fulfillment. In my first podcast, I said that you don't want to confuse money with success because there are a lot of people that base their ideas of success on someone else's measurement for it, especially in amounts of dollars. So they spend a portion of their own life constantly chasing money, doing something that doesn't fulfill them. So whatever you are doing, make sure you are living by your own definition of what success means to you. You don't want to get to a goal only to find it doesn't bring you fulfillment and you still feel empty because you were living by someone else's definition for success. The next thing is, do you know where you want to go? Do you have a vision for your life? Vision is the big picture. Goals are the small milestones to get you there. If you do not have a clear vision for your life or where you want to go, you will drift through life and go with whatever life gives you. Having a vision and creating goals for your life is like having a map. It targets your focus, it gives you a destination to aim for, and the best thing is, once you have that, you know when you're taking actions that contribute to getting you closer to your goals, or taking you on a detour away from your goals, or even off the map completely. You can start delegating your time and resources more effectively just by asking yourself, is what I am doing right now getting me closer to where I want to go? When it comes to creating goals and a vision, make them as clear as possible in different areas. Have a vision for fitness, for health, relationships, personal, financial, and your life purpose. These may change over time as you get older, but it is important that you decide where you want to go, what your ideal goals are, and then work towards them. When it comes to financial goals, have a clear number for exactly how much money you want to make per year or per month. Have a vision for what type of person you want to become. Create an ideal future you and write it down. How do you want to be seen in the future? How do you want to communicate with others? How do you want to be dressed? What does your house look like? What do the people you associate with look like? How much money exactly are you making? Have a vision for your relationship. If you're in one, where are you going with them? Meaning, what kind of relationship do you want to create? What are the things you do? How do you communicate with each other? If you're not in a relationship, which I recommend being single until you work out your insecurities and actually love yourself, because whatever insecurities and fears you have, you will bring them with you into your relationship and give them to your partner, and it will affect your relationship. Plus, you're only going to attract a partner that's on the same level that you are on. Relationships are a whole nother podcast I'll go deeper into, but relationships are massively affected when it comes to success. But basically, focus on loving yourself first if you are not in a relationship. If you are in one, create a vision for where you want to go with that relationship. So, when it comes to vision, you cannot be vague. Being vague will not get you anywhere. If you only say, I want to make more money, well, how much is that? You get 25-cent raise at your job. Congratulations, you just made more money. Have an exact number and exact clear vision of what you want. Not just that, have some fun. Write down everywhere you want to go, everything you want to do, whether it's visit Europe, visit Tokyo, have a certain type of car, or even if right now it seems like it won't happen, you will be surprised what happens when you start writing things down, keeping it in mind, and having a plan and goals. If you have no plan and goals, you're relying on luck and whatever just happens in life. So have a plan, have goals, write it down, where you want to end up, and then work backwards. What do you need to do to go from A to B? What is step 1, step 2, step 3? Even if you aren't sure, just keep working on step 1 and adjust when necessary, but most importantly, keep going. If things aren't going your way, do not stop. Do not allow yourself to be pulled back because it is difficult, because it will be. Your old habits, your old friends, ways of thinking will keep pulling you back until you escape from your old life. You have to be strong enough to escape the pull of your old patterns and old comfort zone. What will help 100% is having a plan. Think, if it's not in my plan and doesn't fit, it doesn't belong. When you are making a transition to go to the next level of your life, you have to be very cautious of distractions and things that will make you lose focus and throw you off the trail and go back to what you were trying to leave. Another key for success, and this one is massively important, is friends. I touched on this in the last podcast that nothing will stifle or grow your success as much as the people you hang out with. If you're hanging with people that have no goals, that party all the time, that are just looking to have fun and do whatever brings them pleasure, it will be much harder to go somewhere. Nothing is wrong with having fun, especially if you are taking a break. I actually encourage it, but stay focused. There's a time for fun and there's a time to move forward. If you have negative friends or people in your life that drain your energy, get them out of your life. It's good to help, but in order to help, you first have to help yourself. There are really 3 groups of friends you can have. The first are friends that will pull you down, and these are negative, toxic, energy draining friends. If I said, which friends do you have right now that are always draining you when you talk to or hang out with them, that are always negative, that always have some problem that they want to share with you, I'm sure you already have people in mind, and they're not much fun to hang out with or talk to. Maybe hang out with them because of time. You knew them for a while, so you don't want to leave them, or whatever the reason is. There is nothing wrong with wanting to help them, but you must help yourself first, so the level of help that you can offer when you yourself are good is much more effective. The second group of friends, which I believe are the most dangerous, because these are friends in your comfort zone. These friends are people that will keep you the same as you are now. They're comfortable to hang out with. You have a good time with them. You probably party with them and spend a good amount of time with them, but if they do not have goals and you are only partying with them or wasting time with them, if you want to move forward, you have to limit your time with them. If they want to move forward, even better, because now you have friends that will encourage you and push you. But it is very hard to find these people that want to put in the work to grow along with you. Not just this, in this group there are also people that you think are your friends but really aren't. They are just for what you are for. Meaning, if you like and are for partying, they also like partying. You'll like and do the same thing, go to the same places and do the same things, but the second you stop being for what they are for, do not be surprised if they stop talking with you and start drifting away from you. When I made the decision to do more with my life, my group of so-called friends that I had started contacting me less and we just started drifting apart, and now they're not here anymore. The third group of friends are people that are going somewhere, people that will encourage you and push you and support you. These are truly more harder to find, but if you find them, it will propel your life forward and help you move forward, and they'll pull you up when you fall. Lastly, it is your mindset and self-image that will determine how far you go in life. You will not go above the image you have of yourself, meaning, however you act on the outside or whatever your fronts you try to put up, you cannot lie to your subconscious. If you are insecure or unsure of yourself, that insecurity will show up somewhere in your life or your actions and affect you. This is where self-sabotage comes in. If you see yourself as incapable of being loved, if you get into a relationship, you will do things that either push that person away or do things yourself to end the relationship until it does end. How you see yourself and the mindset you have are the most important keys to success that will get you to where you want to go along with the plan. So you want to build up your mindset and self-image as much as possible, but how do we do that? Right now, you are operating on information. Information from childhood, from your parents, from your friends, from what you have seen, experienced, read, listened to, everything. It's all information. The current information you have in your mind right now is controlling every action of your life. You cannot really change your life until you put new information in, and the best way to change your patterns, habits, ways of thinking, and self-image beside discipline is to continuously put new information in of where you would like to end up. Positivity, hanging with people that have the traits and qualities you would like to have, which goes back to friends, that challenges old thoughts and limiting your old behaviors. The more information you pump to your mind of building yourself up and your mindset, the more you will start to see a change in your life. If you are not changing, it is because you are doing the same things over and over, getting the same or worse information in, hanging with the same people, doing pretty much the same things you always do. There is no growth in that. To change, you actually need change. It sounds basic, but a lot of people keep doing the same things over and over, never really making any significant progress, feeling unhappy with their life or where they currently are in this moment of their life, and haven't done anything different or committed to changing their life. You can't try once or twice and then give up if things don't change right away. You have to be committed to making a change and then taking the necessary actions to get your life to where you want it to go. It is hard, but if you do not want to be in the same position 5 years from now or even 5 minutes from now, you have to commit that no matter what happens, you are going to create for yourself the life you want to live. So, in wrapping this up, a great place to start is to start creating a vision so you can have a map of where you want your life to go. And having one in different areas, one for career, one for fitness and health, one for personal and fun, one for who your future self is and how your future life is, one for how much money you want to make, and make it as clear as possible. Do not be vague, and then work backwards and do step one. Second is friends. Make sure you're choosing the people you hang out consistently with based on your future and where you want to go. What type of traits you want the people around you to have that will rub off on you, that can reinforce those behaviors until they become a part of you. Be careful of comfort zone friends that are only going to keep you in the same position you are now longer, and get toxic friends out of your life completely. And last is mindset, self-image, and information. You have to continuously work on developing how you truly see yourself, building that image up as someone that can accomplish whatever they set their mind to, focusing on taking actions that can get you closer to becoming the ideal future person with the ideal future you want to have, and always refining the information you have, since your life and actions will always be based on the information you currently have or currently lack in your mind. And that's all for today's podcast on the keys to success. I hope you guys enjoyed it and gained something valuable and practical that can be used. Of course, there are more, but I wanted to start with some good solid basics for this episode that helped me change my life around, that I believe can help you as well. If you guys can do me a favor, if you like this episode, help share it with your friends or someone you believe that this can help with. I would really appreciate it. Until next episode, keep moving forward. You have everything in you already that you need to progress. You got this. Take care, and thanks for listening.